You guys ready for some good food, huh? It is my pleasure to introduce our guest, who happens to be a food correspondent, a sommelier, and a lifestyle expert. She's lovely, she's talented, she's the multitasking chef, Jamie Gwen!
Gotta love a hungry crowd. Hey, everybody. I'm so glad to be here. Welcome. On behalf of Disney, as Kevin did say, this is our 5th annual Food and Wine Festival, and I am very proud to say this is my 5th year. And there's nowhere else I'd rather be than the happiest place on earth. Are you all having a great day? How could you not, right? Between Toy Story and Soarin', I'm happy. That's all. That and a hot dog on a croissant. There you go. Okay, so even with a little bit of gloom today, we know that summer is quickly approaching, right? It's Memorial Day weekend just a day away. And so as Kevin knows, I like to say we're going to get our grill on, right? I actually like to say I'm going to get all up under your grill today, because summer for me, and here in Southern California for all of us, it's all about backyard barbecues. And to me, great food is all about comfort food American style with a twist. What could be more comfort food, American, in and of itself, all American really, than the hot dog? Who doesn't love a hot dog? You love a hot dog, right? You're clapping for the hot dog. Okay, good. And what could be more all-American than a croissant? See, got you there, right? Backyard barbecues, hamburgers, and hot dogs, but not just the same old thing, right? I've always wondered why the hot dog bun is not the same size as the hot dog. You've thought about this, right? So I have a solution. As Kevin mentioned, I pride myself on culinary knowledge, and I hope that you join me every Sunday on the radio on KFWB News Talk 980 at 8 a.m. Thank you. It's nice to have like 6 or 7 very loyal listeners here in Southern California for about 10 years or so. But I pride myself on what I call unnecessary dinner party conversation. It's definitely something to be proud of, but it's the knowledge to know that while the hot dog is said to have come from Frankfurt, Germany, it was a German immigrant that actually had a hot dog cart on Coney Island that actually brought the hot dog to America. It's also said that in 1939, President FDR and Mrs. Roosevelt thought it would be perfectly appropriate to serve a hot dog to the King and Queen of England when they came to visit the White House. So therefore, the hot dog, I think, has a great history. And with the help of a croissant, it will have a great future. So, should we get this party started? Yeah. All right, here we go. In addition to this, what I call Cadillac hot dog, which over the past few weeks having been here at Disney, we've received so many compliments that I think we're going to elevate the title to the Rolls-Royce hot dog, because I don't think the Cadillac is doing it justice. It starts off with some softened butter and a little bit of Dijon mustard. And this makes a really wonderful sort of coating for what is an all-butter croissant, right? Yeah. A little butter for your butter. But a little goes a long way. Now, essentially, as we blend this together, and you can do this in the food processor with a multitude of different flavor enhancers and ingredients. You could add roasted garlic. You could add maple syrup. You could add port wine that's been reduced down to about a tablespoon. You're essentially making a compound butter. You've been to a fabulous fancy steakhouse where they've offered you an herbed compound butter on top of your steak. Well, you too can wow your friends and family at home by making just the same thing. If you spoon this into a piece of plastic wrap and roll it into a log and put it in the fridge, and it hardens, you essentially can slice small, quarter-inch, say, circles of nuggets of compound butter. You grill a steak this summer, you take it off, you put a piece of Dijon compound butter melting over the top of the steak, and as I like to say, that makes you a culinary hero. It's a great thing to make, actually, and it adds just intense flavor. So this croissant's getting a brush of Dijon butter. I think all hot dogs are delicious. I think hot dogs are better when you add more flavor. So what am I going to do? I'm actually going to cut some... Oh, doesn't like hot dogs?
He wants to get them now.
I think so. We're going to cut some slashes in these hot dogs because hot dogs, like all meats, proteins, are porous. If you were to take a steak and freeze it, so you stocked up for the summer, let's say, right? You got a great value on steaks, and you froze them, and you took them out of the freezer in the morning or the day before you were planning to barbecue, and you rubbed them with a Chef Jamie spice rub, let's say, or your favorite spice blend, and you left them to thaw. As they thawed, the spice rub would actually be absorbed because as the steak thaws, the pores open. This is a great way, by the way, to flavor frozen things as they come back to cold or room temperature. The same thing applies to this protein in a hot dog. We're going to add flavor because it's porous by slashing the hot dogs and creating an opening for the flavors to infuse. So you ask, what will I flavor my hot dogs with? Well, it's all American, right? Every barbecue needs ketchup. Yeah, a little bit of ketchup. This makes a great glaze, by the way. Ketchup, we know, has a great sugar content, as does maple syrup, a great flavor. Who likes it hot?
Yeah.
Me too. I like a little bit of heat, but I like heat that's complemented by sweet, by spice, by flavor. This is sriracha. And I will not dare you to eat it all because a little goes a long way. I'm adding about a teaspoon or so. It's actually a Thai chili paste, and it has great flavor. You can buy it with the seeds in it. It's hotter. Or you can substitute your favorite hot sauce, Tapatio, California, by the way, made here in Los Angeles, or Tabasco out of New Orleans. Your favorite hot sauce works here, just to spice it up. And so this glaze goes right over these hot dogs. And I think 2 hot dogs are better than 1. So we'll let these sit for just a minute. Now you could marinate them for about 30 minutes or so before you barbecue, or even a day ahead for really great flavor. And now we've got it all going on. And you could use a tofu dog or a turkey dog or a beef hot dog or a pork and beef hot dog or whatever your favorite is. I have a couple of favorite hot dogs. I tend to make everybody travel for my favorite foods. The best hot dog is Nathan's hot dog, or of course a soubrette underneath the umbrella in New York, right? Yeah. Okay, come on. Let's make sure this stove is working. The second favorite hot dog in my list of favorite hot dogs is by a company called Dietz & Watson. Make a great hot dog, but find your favorite. Boar's Head makes a great dog as well. Yeah, I like a plump, juicy one. A little bit of bacon that's already been cooked and I'm going to crisp up goes in this pan.